videos is just trying to explain how to do a proof. So to start with, we just have some algebra problems here, and you have to justify each step using some property of algebra. So how did I get from this line to this line? Well, I added. I added 5 to both sides. And then how did I get from that line to the next? Well, I'm going to divide. So dividing by 4, I get 3/4 as an answer. Each step, you have to explain what you're doing. Right? That's key to proofs. So in number 2, the first thing I'm going to do is multiply. That's how 6 turns into 12. Then I'm going to divide, right? Now, I actually should be writing the multiply and divide down a line because I got from here to here by multiplying. The first thing was just given, right? And then divide goes down here. So again, number 3, the first thing was given. Then let's see, I multiply by 3 to get that negative 33, and then I'm going to subtract 7. So just justifying each step, that's what that means, right? So more complex problem like number 5, I'm going to start out by, I was given the top line. I'm going to multiply that 3. Then I'm going to distribute that 3. So you got to have those kinds of things as well, right? Once I distribute, then I'm going to, looks like I'm going to add that 6b across, and then I'm going to divide by 8, and that's going to give me my answer. So that's an algebra problem as a proof. But real proofs, right, look like number 8 here. So I'm given a diagram. This is the only time I'm not going to have a line number 1 where I just write in what's given. But since I can see in the diagram that AOD would be equal to that measure AOC angle, AOC here, plus angle 3. Those are two adjacent angles. They share a side, they don't overlap. They definitely would add up to AOD as a whole. So that's what I'm doing, actually. It's my angle addition. So each line I'm supposed to explain, how do I know that, right? AOC plus, AOD is equal to AOC plus angle 3. That's just angle addition. Number 2, though, AOC equals 1 plus 2, also an angle addition. I'm trying to prove that angle AOD equals the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3. And I have to just recognize that, okay, all I did there was I replaced this AOC with my 1 and 2. And that's a substitution. So again, properties of algebra, add, subtract, multiply, divide, but you also have substitution, division, distribution, transitive, lots of different properties that you can do. Reflexive is one of the ones we're going to see. So you need to have all sorts of options when it's all said and done, but you're just explaining, how did I know, number 1? Well, angle addition tells me those two adjacent angles can add up to a bigger one. But you can't do an angle addition that instantly takes you to 1 plus 2 plus 3. You can only add 2 adjacent angles at a time. So I had to ultimately substitute to get my bigger angle addition.